So SMCS.
It's available to veterans who have a 100% rating and an additional disability rated at or combining to 60% or more, or who are substantially confined to his or her dwelling or immediate premises as a result of a service-connected disability.
There is basically housebound. So I get a lot of veterans who, when they see you're entitled to housebound benefits, they're like, what? I leave my house. Am I going to get in trouble for having this? And that's no, because there's two different ways to get housebound. The first way would be if you are housebound. So that means you can't leave your house, whether it be due to a physical ailment or what I see commonly is mental health, where you have very severe PTSD, agoraphobia, things like that, where you cannot leave your home. Agoraphobia being, I think the literal translation is fear of the marketplace, where you are scared to leave your house. You don't want to be around any other people. Or you have very extensive physical conditions where you physically cannot leave your house, except for probably doctor's appointments. And then the other one that I see more commonly is if you have one condition that is 100%. So let's say you have a heart condition that's 100%. You get 100% rating for that. But then you also have diabetes, and you have peripheral neuropathy, and you have hearing loss, and you have multiple other conditions that are separate from the heart condition that add up to at least 60%. Since you have all of these conditions and you're being affected by 100% plus 60, then they will pay you at a higher rate through SMCS. What are ways that you typically see that? I know there's another way as well through like individual unemployability.
Yeah, and I have to say that SMCS is my favorite of the special monthly compensations, because I find it, assuming you have the right set of facts, I find it the easiest to be able to tack on. Because if you have a veteran who is that severely disabled that they are, able to get the 100% rating, let alone have one condition that is rated at 100%, the idea that they're going to be unemployable is fairly obvious. But what I like to do is try and figure out if I can, so assuming that the veteran has been granted TDIU based on multiple conditions, if I think that there is an individual condition that is severe enough that they could be unemployable based on that condition alone, then I'm going to file another appeal and make sure that we get the language in there identifying TDIU based on that one condition instead of the other conditions, in order to tack on that extra. I know it was in the like $350 range. I'm not sure exactly what it is now, but it's a substantial amount of extra benefit. And so that one, in addition to the other ones not being as clear cut, that one to me is just very easy to identify and clear cut to be able to argue as far as what you're looking at, because you're going to go and you're going to most likely, unless you have one condition that meets the scheduler criteria for 100%, more than likely you're going and you're trying to prove TDIU for one of them. And then what you just have to do is know the vocational criteria and elements that you're looking for as far as that condition goes, and how much it's going to limit them in the workplace in order to get that separate opinion to identify an individual condition for TDIU.